Hi everyone, welcome back for a new pick a card reading. Today's pick a card reading, we're taking a look at how does your person feel currently right now. I do have 3 piles for you to choose from, beginning on the left with the butterfly to the unicorn and 3 Yoshi. Timestamps are in the description and comment section. Meet you guys at your pile. Hi, pile 1. You guys are the butterfly pile. Welcome to your pick a card reading. For those of you new to the channel, hello and welcome. For those of you subscribed, thank you guys for all of your support. I do have to just throw in, this is a general reading, so please keep an open mind. If something doesn't make sense to you, it doesn't resonate, just remember it is a general reading, so take what resonates for you, and maybe it doesn't resonate right now, but later on it will. Again, we're looking at what they're feeling, so you may not know what they're completely feeling. So again, just another reason to keep an open mind. So I have everything ready to go. I may or may not add messages at the end. We'll see where we're at time-wise, but let's get to it. Let's find out how they're currently feeling about you right now. So we're starting off with the Wheel of Fortune, and then we have the 9 of Candles and the 5 of Candles. So there is quite a bit of Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy coming through. Let's clarify these cards. We have the Fool, we have Strength, and we have the 9 of Swords. So it does seem like there's possibly a shift going on with their feelings for you, pile 1, since we do have quite a few, half of the cards actually major arcanas. So that caught my attention. We do have, I think Leo energy is probably very much the strongest energy that we do have here. But going with the cards, so I feel like your person's ready. Honestly, I feel like they're ready for this new beginning with you. They're just kind of waiting on that green light. They're waiting for that time to come. They want this new beginning with you is what I get. And we do have the 9 of Candles and the Strength. So your person has been through a lot, and they know that you have been through a lot, and they're trying to find that inner strength. If it is where you're waiting for them to come to you, that's possibly another reason why this Strength card is here, so that they can gather up that courage and come to face you and message you, you know, just whatever it takes to get that ball rolling is what I get here with that. And then we have the 5 of Candles and the 9 of Swords. So there's just, I feel like they're just battling themselves. They're going back and forth. They're probably just thinking about everything that has happened within the dynamic of your connection. The past, of course, is just weighing heavily on them. And it's kind of like stressing them out. But I feel like there's just these regrets, this sorrow, this frustration within themselves. They're just, I feel like they're beating themselves up is what I get from this. So they do want this new beginning, but at the same time, it's like they're upset that they're at a distance from you, that it got to this point is what I'm getting. But they are ready for this new beginning. They just need to find this courage to really face these fears and anxieties. This, I mean, could be read on its own right there. Let me get your oracle cards and add to this. We have self-indulgence, reconciliation, a happy family, and deeper commitment. So yeah, you know, just what we've been talking about is they want to reconcile with you. Possibly twin flame soulmates. You guys know I read for a lot of twin flames. It's just what comes through. But it is where your person is doing this shadow work. For some of you, your person is going through this dark night of the soul. And would explain also this 9 of Swords energy, because it is very, very intense. And I think I kind of went through it recently too. And it just felt like I had this heavy cloak of darkness around me. I don't know how else to explain it. And finally, when it went away, it just felt like that cloak had been lifted and everything seemed back to normal. So it's almost like when you're going through this dark night of the soul, it's like spirit's like, you have to face this, you have to deal with this, and it feels heavy and dark. But then once you've done it, that is lifted from you. So I don't know if anyone else kind of felt that same way. Let me know. Would love to know that I'm not alone in that, but that's just kind of how it felt to me. And we do have the happy family. So they do see, you know, that this new beginning could lead to something very long lasting. I feel like I'm called out to mention that there is a rainbow here. So getting from that rain to the rainbow and then finding that pot of gold with you at the end is really the energy I feel drawn to call upon right now. And of course, with a deeper commitment, they're ready. They're ready for a deeper commitment with you. They just are waiting for that right time. But at the same time, while they're waiting, they're doing this work, this inner work within themselves. And that's all I have. So actually what I wanted to do, I wanted to draw one angel answer card, kind of like advice for you guys. And then we'll do some messages from them. If I feel called to do two, I'll do two. But romance. So it feels like here with this person, for you guys, pile one, romance is in the cards. It's, you know, just something that you do have to wait upon. Wheel of Fortune, it is fated, destiny, whatever you want to call it. It does feel like this is a very strong possibility between the two of you. The cards are great, you know, it is great. It's just this self-indulgence, really the shadow work that they're dealing with right now. Going deeper within to find that inner strength, to find that courage. Those are a little bit heavier. So they're feeling it, but their purpose and their reason for going through that is so that they can reconcile with you and commit. So romance, beautiful. Let's get a couple messages. I'll draw from a few of the decks. Your beautiful bosom and bottom turn me on. See that card so often, don't we? My craving for you is unbearable. So we did have a lot of that fiery energy. So a lot of that sexual energy, their passion is burning for you, pile one. Let's see what other cards and messages we get. I'm planning to surprise you. So while they're working on themselves, they're plotting, they're planning, they're trying to figure things out. Okay, this one flipped over. I don't know how to express my love to you, so I keep it inside. Let's grab a couple more and then we'll finish up your reading, pile one. Please don't leave. I don't want you to go. So they're really, with that, I feel like not wanting you to give up on them. And by getting that romance card, I kind of feel like that's also an answer for those of you that like, should I hold on? Should I let go? And with the romance, I feel like it's clearly a hold on energy coming through. I think about you all the time. You never leave my mind. So even though they're going through a rough time, you are that motivation. You are that spark that keeps burning within them to keep moving and dealing with what they're dealing with emotionally. You know, their thoughts are not really the best, but they're trying to work through it so that they can return to you, pile one. That is what I have, pile one. So let me know in the comment section if that resonated or if any of that's happened. Comment, like, share, subscribe if you're not already. The link to my Instagram for more pick a card readings is in the description box, as well as the link to my Etsy shop. I do not plan on restocking it just yet. I have to take a look and see where it's at. So I have readings. If you're waiting on a reading, I will be getting to yours as quickly as I can. That's it, pile one. Thank you guys for tuning in to another pick a card reading. Hope to see you on the next one. Bye. Hi, pile two. Welcome to your pick a card reading. If you're new to the channel, hello and welcome. For those of you subscribed, thank you guys for all your support and for tuning in to another pick a card reading. Today's pick a card is how are they currently feeling about you? What are their feelings right now? I don't know what I'm titling it, but you get what it's about. And everything is sorted out. At the end, I am going to pull one advice card and then we will add in a few messages to see where your person's at, you know, additionally to what we have here with the tarot and oracle cards. So let's get to it, pile two. Let's find out what their current feelings are. So we have the Three of Presents to begin with, the Three of Candles, the Queen of Candles. I was going to say if there was another three here. So for some of you might be seeing those threes. I know threes have been called out in previous pick a cards that I've done, and no exception here. There's another one. And we do have fire energy. Fire energy is coming through a lot. So Aries, Leo, Sag energy is present. Let's clarify these cards. We have the Knight of Swords, the Moon, and Justice. All right. Have seen the Moon very often lately. All right, so what do we have here? What I get, I feel like your person is wanting to build this connection with you. They're wanting to reestablish the connection. But this Knight of Swords energy is coming off as hot and cold. It's like 1 minute, yes, they want to, and then the next minute they're like, nah, bye. So it's like very, very hot and cold energy that I'm picking up on right now with your person to start off with. And then we have the Three of Candles and the Moon. What I get with this is there's these fears. Like, it's two things I'm picking up on. One, it's these fears of, is anything ever going to happen? Because the Three of Wands is all about waiting for those ships to come in. Like, you put in the work and you're just waiting. So it's kind of like you ask, you know, the universe, this is what I want to manifest. And so you release it and you're just kind of like waiting and waiting and waiting. And so your person with the Moon, what I get is almost feeling this anxious. Like, is it going to happen? Is it not going to happen? But then the other thing too, it's about missing you, but then also these fears of like, well, am I, and you know, is it going to be where I'm enough? I feel like the insecurities is what's really coming through. Is it going to work out? Is this really something that has real potential? Is it something I'm just all in my head? So those are the kind of energies I'm picking up with the Moon. And then the Queen of Candles and Justice. So the Queen of Wands, she is one of my favorites. She is one of those she's a spitfire, you know, she will tell, I feel like she's just one of those queens that she's very honest and blunt, but she does it in a way that kind of makes you question whether or not she's coming at you with her comment. And so it feels like with the Queen of Wands, I feel that's your energy. So it's just the energy, regardless if you're, you know, guy, female, king, queen, however you see yourself. It's just the energy of the Queen of Wands coming through. So they see you standing in your power. They are attracted to you. Maybe that's another reason why all this fire energy is coming through. I don't know if there's a lot of sexual energy coming through in the collective today. Pile 1 did have it. We'll see what happens with yours. But they are drawn to you. They do feel this connection, and they do want to make things right. With the Justice card, it is where they know they've done you wrong, that they haven't really done their part. And however you feel about it, I mean, yeah, it takes two to tango, so, but your person feels like they need to fix things with you. They need to bring the scales back into balance between the two of you. Let's get your oracle cards. What do we have? We have the Clock. This one came out in reverse. We have Journey. One sec. Release your ex. Separate. Okay. You guys see the color? Like, these colors? The Three of Presents, the Queen of Candles, and Journey. How very similar. There's a lot of blues and greens. So I feel like there's that communication, but also the heart chakra really wanting to express things. Your person with this card, release your ex. This is going to take it however it resonates, because it's either you or them. Someone needs to release the ex energy here. So for those of you that have the third party, you know, and your person's in the third party, they're kind of in this energy of like having to make a decision. And this is where their Journey card is in the reverse. They're not making any forward movement because they have to decide what it is they want. Is it you or is it the other person? And for those of you that are like, well, it's not another person, it's their career, it's school. Well, where do they want to focus their attention? Where do they want to put their time and energy? Are they ready for a relationship then? So take it however it resonates for you in that situation. Okay, but the separate, I feel like that one is twofold. I mean, either way, really what it comes down to is they're going to separate from someone. Either they're going to go in your direction or they're going to go in the other person's direction. or they're just going to go in their own direction, you know, whatever it is they feel is going to work out best for them. But again, those colors, they're so similar, and I don't want to mess up the screen. I don't want to mess up the focus on my camera, so that's why I'm not like pulling it closer. But just as really, it's actually a really nice color. But I do feel like they need to. And the clock, they feel like they're not ready yet. They need time to make this decision on what they're going to do. Is it where they're going to continue going, you know, trying to chase after you? Or are they going to go do something else or stay, you know, with the person that they're with? I know this one's probably not what you guys really want to hear for a lot of you, because it is that, it's like a coin toss, you know, 50-50 of what's going to happen. And that's really all I get. So let's get the advice card, because I feel like you guys need it more so. I really don't like this energy. I'll be honest with you guys. I don't like this energy because it's just treating you as an option. You know, you shouldn't be treated as an option when it comes to love. And if it's between two people and someone can't decide, personally for me, if like there's two people and they can't decide, I'm like, well, obviously if I'm not good enough for you to pick me, then you might as well just go with the other person, because I'm not, you know, it's not an easy choice. So I don't know, you know, if you guys are different with that, that's cool too. That's just kind of where I stand with it. I'm not going to be treated as an option because I am way more valuable than an option. Just saying. And I hope you guys see yourself that way too, because you deserve someone who knows that they want to be with you, not someone who's going to second guess it. So it's, like I said, I just don't like this energy. That's why I don't like it. And if you guys feel different about it, that's cool. That's just where I'm coming from. And hopefully, I know, hopefully some of you kind of get what I'm trying to say with that. But let's get your advice card. Okay, this one just flew out. Listen to your intuition. I know, like, it's out of focus. It's not one of those cameras. So listen to your intuition. Pile 2 is the advice from your spirit team, your angels, your spirit guides, your guardian angels, whatever, you know, whatever title you give to them. There's so many different titles, and that's really what it is. And you can see how it's green. You see how the orb is green there with the right here, it's all green. So I feel like it's listen to your intuition, but listen to your heart as well. So follow your heart. That's what I get with that. Let's get some messages from your person. We'll close out the reading. I beg you, let me make everything right. I don't have any comment. I was gonna say, and I'm like, you know, I don't have anything to say. Hopefully they've released their ex. You know, in some cases it will be that they have released their ex, and yes, they have separated, and their journey was at a standstill because they were doing that. So that's another possibility of what's coming through, and now that's why they're like, I want to make everything right with you. Without you, I feel like even God abandoned me. So most of you, probably for pile 2, you walked away from your person and they're feeling it. They're feeling that separation from you. Don't think because we don't talk, I don't want you, because I do. I am always reminded of you, so they can't escape the thought of you. You're always on their mind. Possibly dreaming about you as well. Let's get a couple more. I didn't know what love felt like until I met you. I've never experienced feelings like this before. And maybe you were that tower moment for them while they were with someone. Or if someone came or they ran to them, whatever the case may be. They just didn't feel that same way with the other person. I don't know where I stand with what your feelings are towards me. So I don't know what else, you know, what comment can I make for that? what comment can I make for that? They don't know where they stand with you. You walked away. And maybe the journey also is kind of in reference to you, pile 2, about you're like, I'm not continuing on this journey with you no more. I'm going my separate way. And maybe that was also another tower moment for your person. realizing that you weren't playing this game with a third party anymore. I don't know, just take whatever resonates for you, and that's it. If it doesn't resonate, just leave it. It's meant for someone else. It's general reading, so again, just keep an open mind about it. Take what resonates and leave the rest behind. I hope this provided some insight for your person pile 2. My comments are done. The link to my Instagram for more pick a card readings is in the description box. Comment to let me know where your story at is in this one. I feel like there's just a little bit different storylines, but kind of all coming the same overall, just a little bit different factors. I don't know, a little bit different details, I guess is more the right word. But like, share, subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Click on the bell icon so you get notified when I post another pick a card reading. It really does help the channel. And that is it, pile 2. Hope to see you guys on the next pick a card. Bye. Hi, pile 3. You guys are Yoshi, the Yoshi pile. Welcome to your pick a card reading. For those of you new to the channel, welcome. For those of you subscribed, thank you guys for tuning into another pick a card. Appreciate it. Sorry, this pyramid's out of the way. Pick a card today is, how is your person feeling right now about you? So everything is sorted out. I am throwing in an advice card and some messages at the end, so those will be shuffled once I get to that point, but let's get to it. Let's find out how your person is feeling. We have the Knight of Candles. We have the Four of Candles. You'll understand in a second. I'll tell you guys what that sigh or noise, whatever noise I made was about. We have the Hierophant, we have the Four of Staffs, and we have the Ten of Staffs. Fire energy has been present. You guys have half of your cards are fire energy. Fire energy has been very present throughout all the readings, all the piles. So Leo, Aries, Sag energy has been coming through. And even if your person is not a fire sign, they might be in that energy where they're kind of feeling that drive, the sexual energy, possibly also as well another reason. But let's get to the tarot cards and then we'll get to everything else. You guys have the Tower. Wow, I have not seen the Tower in a reading. I did call it out in one of the other piles, but you guys actually have the Tower. So what do we have going on? Your person is at a crossroads. Do they continue to enjoy their freedom? Do they continue to enjoy being on their own, free to just kind of mess around, play around, not really having anything serious to commit to? Or do they commit? For others of you, it will be that your person realizes that they have been a player, that they have been very flaky with you, very in and out. And that might be literally and figuratively for some of you. And now it's like, okay, now I'm ready to hang that up. I'm ready to end that chapter of my life. I'm ready to commit to you. So it'll be, for some of you, it'll be either or. And maybe for some, it's both. But I feel like some of them, either way, it's either they're trying to decide or they've already decided that. So it's one or the other. And then we have the Four of Candles. Wow, I didn't realize it at first. It's the Four of Wands being clarified by the Four of Wands. That's what this is. So it feels like your person, for most of you, it's going to be that they've made this decision that they don't want to be this player, that they don't want this inconsistency when it comes when it comes to their love life. Sorry, I had to really think about if I was using the right word for that. And the reason is because they realize with you, they do want to have this happy life. I cannot speak for some reason. I don't know. I know I stumble on my words quite often, but this is more than I've done in a while. So I don't know if your person has like throat chakra issues coming up, but your person is wanting this stable, loving relationship with you. They're making this decision that they really do want this future with you. They do want to commit to you. And so we have the Tower, which is this big moment. And I feel like that was this, realizing their ways, realizing the error of their ways, or realizing that the reason their love life hasn't been the way that they wanted it to go is because of their own actions and not because the other person. It might be that your person in the past blame the other, you know, the person they were with, and like, well, it's their fault that everything went to shit kind of thing. You know, whatever the case may be. But And now it's really this Tower moment of taking ownership of what they're doing wrong and why their love life hasn't played out the way that they wanted to. So now they're seeing with you, okay, this is what I need to do in order to get that, you know, to get to that point, I have to go this, this, and this, or, you know, to get to point C, I have to go A and B, whatever, whatever works best for you to get that picture coming through. And the Tower moment, we have the Ten of Staffs. I feel like it's this, I want to clarify it. I really do want to clarify it, because we know the Ten of Staffs, it is a lot of this emotional baggage. And really what I was getting first was more so that they have, I feel like, wounds from the past that they've been carrying with them, and that's why they've been this player, why they haven't really surrendered to love, why they haven't really opened their heart to other people in the past, is because of these wounds that they're carrying. I'm not going to pull a clarifier, I got it. It always works out that way. I always say I'm going to pull a clarifier and then it comes to me. So, but yeah, your person, I feel like they've just had this really big wake-up call in how they're really the reason that they can't blame someone else for the way that their love life has gone. So I hope that makes sense. Let's get your oracle cards. What do we have? Wow. Twin flames. We have flirt, the 6th chakra, Archangel Metatron. You guys know I hate the third party. I do. And that card, okay, just so you can see. I only pulled one card per pile. Look how thick, how many cards are in this deck. And yet, that's the card that came out. Someone, you know, asked about, like, well, why do readers talk about third parties all the time? It's the energy of a collective. When I see that third party involved, yeah, I mean, it could be different things. And I don't like to just limit it to one. And a lot of readers don't. We mentioned that it can be work, it can be school, it can be other obligations, family members, stuff that they have to take care of. But if the other surrounding cards and everything else is pointing to a person, as readers, that's what we're going to call out. I cannot tell you guys how much I hate seeing that energy. And I showed you the deck just so you can see, out of all those cards, out of all the cards that could have come out, it's the third party involved. But it's the energy of the collective. That's what comes through. So if it triggers you guys, you know, I'm sorry. I hate saying it too. I wish there wasn't a way, you know, but when you look at history, since the beginning of time, how many third parties have there been? I mean, you look in history and you look at all these men, like, really go back in years and years and years, hundreds and hundreds of years. And all these guys, they were married, but how many of them had mistresses? So, you know, that energy still lingers on. It's still a part of the collective. We're healing a lot of stuff. And hopefully this third party is something that we can heal. But so far, we're still working on it. It's still part of our history, our ancestors, and who knows, some of these energies are from your personal past lives. So I get it if you get triggered. I get it because you don't want to hear about that. But then just use that to put that energy back into yourself instead of focusing on your person. That's really the only advice I can have. Okay, back to the reading. Sorry, I just have to get that off my chest because I hate that card. I really do. The Twin Flames. And a lot of the story in the Twin Flame Collective is about third parties. Again, whether or not it's a person or if it is some other type of interference, something that their attention has to be focused on. Whatever the case may be, it's something that is present in a lot of the twin flame connections. Now, if you don't identify with being a twin flame, it could be that this is your higher level soulmate. Or if you're just like, I'm not into labels, that's cool too. It's just whatever applies. And we have the flirt. And so the flirt, I pick up, like, I get the King of Wands energy, because to me, I feel like the King of Wands is the biggest flirt of the cards, but we do have the Knight of Candles out here, which is the Knight of Wands, so that is the player card. And so it feels like your person knows and recognizes how very flirtatious they can be with other people. And I feel like now, instead of directing that attention, that energy of being flirtatious, they're wanting to change that and channel that energy into you, or like give you that attention and be more flirtatious and playful, lighthearted with you versus other people. And then we have the sixth chakra archangel Metatron, so that is about the intuition and using your intuition. So I feel like your person is starting to understand. I feel like the Tower card was really a wake-up call. Now, whether or not Archangel Metatron gave them that Tower moment, I don't know. We usually don't know who's, we just know it's Spirit that hands us these Tower moments. Well, they don't really hand it to us, huh? They just kind of hammer it away at our lives when we need it. But I feel like listening to their intuition is what really helped them to understand how things kind of played out with you. And for a lot of you, it was where there was a third party, and just with the third party involved, it's right next to the Knight of Wands card, and with the flirt. So if your person, again, they know that they haven't really been stable, they haven't really been there for you, they haven't really expressed their feelings because their attention was elsewhere, again, whether a person or not, whatever resonates. And the truth is, though, sometimes people do have third parties and hide it. So I guess that might be why some people get extra triggered, just thinking of that as a possibility. But again, just another reason for you to put the focus back on you, so it doesn't bring you down. Everything plays out the way that it's meant to. So overall, pile 3, I know there's a lot of like my commentary here on this reading, and I didn't mean to, but I just had to get all that just kind of explained to you guys, and hopefully it helps, it makes sense. But really, it is positive. It is positive. I mean, this, and yeah, I forgot to say, it is the 1111 card, the Four of Wands, so twin flames for 1111. So 1111, maybe you guys are seeing the ones. That's another thing to call out here too. They do want to commit to you. They do want a stable relationship. They know that they haven't been stable with you before, and they do want to commit. You have 3 cards about being with someone and having a stable, loving relationship, and then you have the twin flame cards. So they're listening. Your person is starting to listen to their intuition more, and that's why that wake-up call came. All right, let's get your advice card. Your guys' pile is the longest, and more than likely because you guys are the twin flames. And also, yeah, because I kept going on and on. But sometimes I feel like those messages need to come through, so at least you guys kind of understand as a reader. I usually try to tell you, and the last time I saw that card, I was like, honestly, I was pissed. Like, again, because the whole stack of cards, and that's the card that comes out. So it's the energy of the collective, bottom line. And that's why so much of it resonates for those that are on the twin flame, and why when I see it, I'm like, oh, that sounds very familiar with what's playing out right now in the collective. So, advice card for pile 3. Abundance. Sorry, it cut out on me. So the abundance card, what I really get with this, it's more of you do you. You focus on being as happy and fulfilled as you can, while your person is trying to sort out all their other stuff. While they're going through these tower moments, you focus on you. You make yourselves, just as happy and fulfilled as possible. There's so much abundance, and it might be also for some of you, and a lot of you probably, that abundance is coming your way. So be grateful for everything you have. Don't put all your focus and attention on this one person. And especially if there was a third party or is a third party involved, bring that attention back to you, because they don't need, you don't need to put your energy into them until they decide fully that they want you. I think there was one quote I saw that, gosh, I wish I could remember. I am going to look it up. I'm going to look it up just because I think it applies, and I think it's a really good quote, to be honest with you. Give me a second. I will pull it up. Oh, Yeah, unconditional love does not mean unconditional tolerance. So do not allow this label of twin flame or soulmate to keep you in an energy that isn't allowing you to align to your abundance. Sorry, I was getting a call. Um, Unconditional love does not mean unconditional tolerance. It doesn't mean that you have to stand by while they're doing themselves and someone else. Why should you stop living your life and being as happy as you can? You know, so the abundance, this is just focus on you. Let them live their life and do what they got to do. You do you. Okay, and let's get some messages and then we'll close out your reading, pile 3. I want you to be mine, neck and crop. Have you still got any romantic feelings for me? So your person's a little doubtful. We didn't have too many fears. It's like, I feel like it took them a moment to get to this. You know, it took this tower moment for them to really realize that they want to be with you. And because of that, now it's like, well, do you still have feelings for me? Am I too late? Have you really moved on? That kind of thing. I didn't know what love felt like until I met you. I've never experienced feelings like this before. I'm afraid of losing you. I don't want anyone else to have you or take my place. So there's a lot of fears coming through. We don't have like the moon or the devil card, you know, or any other cards that identify with fears, but they're coming through in their messages of how they're feeling. Let's get a couple more. I don't want to hide this connection anymore. And maybe because if there was a third party, they hid it. So take whatever resonates with that. I've thought about taking a trip with you. Your person does want to spend time with you, pile 3, and really connect with you and start seeing where this can go, what this can lead to. So that is what I have, pile 3. Let me know if that resonates, or, you know, it's hard because it's their feelings. And maybe this is mirrored energy too. A lot of the times it can be mirrored energy. So if you're like, well, that's how I feel, well, your person. But I feel like this one's a little bit different because I feel like you guys already decided probably long ago that you want to be with this person. And now finally they got this wake-up call that, you know, they don't want to lose you and they want to be with you and they want to commit now. So I don't know. The link to my Instagram for more pick a card readings is in the description box. My Etsy shop, a link also for personal readings, is also in the description box, but I am not sure when I'm going to restock it. I haven't looked at what the stock is at yet either, to be honest, so I usually kind of go by that. So I don't know just yet, so if it's low quantity or whatever, I will restock it eventually. I'll let you guys know. And that's it. That's all I got. I'm done. That's it. That's it, pile 3. So I hope this resonated. I hope what I said kind of brings some clarity, some understanding, and, you know, but it's up to you what messages and what information you want to take out of this reading, and that I can't control. You know, I can only give you what I get in the cards. All right, that's it, pile 3. Hope to see you on the next one. Bye.